Once again I will give away 5,000 Robux to 100 of you. To participate you must leave your like, subscribe and put in the comments I participate. Hi everyone, let's start with today's shout out. Remember, if you want a shout out in my next video just let me know in the comments below. Now, let's start with today's items. Let's enter this game. Make sure this is the creator of the game. Oh wait, I'm sorry. To get the item for this game, the first thing is that we must be new, so I will enter with my secondary account. Now, let's get into the experience. This is the item we will get. The item has 2,000 copies. And to get it we must enter the game 3 days in a row, and be part of their group. To go to their group, press this key on your keyboard, and exit the game. Go down and press here. And then just press here. This is the next item that we will be able to obtain in the next game that I will show you. And this would be the other item that we will get in the same game. This would be the game where we will get them. Once inside the game, for those who do not know how to get the items in this game, I will explain you quickly. To get the items we must accumulate time points. We can get these by staying in the game without doing anything, but we can also kill players, which will make the game give us 500 time points for each kill, but be careful, they can also kill you too. Here you will see the items, and you will also be able to see the time points you will need to be able to claim the items. Before the items, it is my duty to tell you about Noelia Brown. Noelia was one of the first Roblox players, but when she was 35 years old, Noelia Brown created her own Roblox server. In fact, it is currently one of the most played games on Roblox. I will not mention the name of the game, for legal reasons. I will start by saying that, in that game, from my point of view, there is a group of people, led by Noelia, who are in charge of doing horrible things inside the server. But we'll talk about that later. Let's start by talking about Noelia. Noelia was a simple girl who lived at north of Los Angeles with her parents, Jonathan Brown and Martha Brown. Her father, Jonathan, was arrested when she was only 18 years old, and her mother Martha began to take care of her ever since. Her mother, Martha, used to beat her. Her mother made her do all the housework. She didn't let her go outside to play with the other children. Her mother often went out to party with her friends, and when she used to come home, she didn't care if Noelia had a dinner or not. So Noelia always went to bed without having eaten dinner. Noelia got out of bed hungry every morning. Suddenly, one of those mornings, Noelia realized that there was no one at home. The only thing Noelia found was a note from her mother, telling her that she was not coming home anymore, since she went to live in another country with her new boyfriend. Noelia cried a lot that day, and she didn't understand why all this was happening to her. By the way, Noelia was already 20 years old at that time. That same day, a boy knocked on her door. The boy said he was her new neighbor. The boy was also 20 years old, and that same day, he told Noelia that he wanted her to help him fulfill his dream of creating a social network in which people can play with friends, and at the same time, anyone can create their own games within that platform. Noelia told him that the idea was very good, but Noelia didn't even know the name of the boy that day, so Noelia asked him what she could call him. He responded by saying, "You can call me Bacon Hair," and she asked him why, and he responded by telling her that that was how everyone called him. Noelia laughed a little but told him that it was okay, that she would call him that from now on. One thing that Noelia didn't know was that the boy's mother was a child kidnapper, but a curious fact was the fact that the boy didn't know either. One night, Noelia spent the night at the boy's house, because she didn't want to be alone in her own house. That same night, the boy's mother was not at home. That night, Noelia asked the boy what his parents' jobs were. The boy responded by saying that his father had abandoned him when he was only 5 years old. And then he told her that he wasn't sure what his mother's job was, specifically, but his mother had once told him that she was supposedly a teacher. Noelia told the boy that at least he lived with one of his parents, and told him that one of his parents is in prison, and that his mother abandoned her, since she went to live with her new boyfriend, in another country. The boy was a little saddened by Noelia's situation, so he told her not to worry about anything, since he would always be there to help her with anything she needed. Noelia, a little curious, asked the boy what was behind the red door of one of the rooms in the boy's house, and why it was the only room with a red door in the whole house. The boy told Noelia that, since he was 8, his mother always told him never to dare to enter that room. Noelia, very curious, told the boy that they should open the door now, taking advantage of the fact that the boy's mother was not at home. The boy told Noelia that he wasn't sure about doing it, since he had never tried it before. Noelia asked him where the key was, and he told her that the key to that room was in his mother's room. Noelia went to look for the key, and the boy followed her, telling her that it was a bad idea. They both spent several minutes looking for the key in the boy's mother's room, but they still couldn't find it. And suddenly they heard the front door of the house slam shut, which meant that the boy's mother was already in the house. They didn't have time to get out of the room anymore, as the boy's mother was already coming up the stairs, so they both hid under the bed. And at that very moment the boy's mother entered the room, but a few seconds later the phone had started ringing, and the boy's mother went back down the stairs to answer the phone. When they both heard the woman come down the stairs, they both got out from under the bed, and silently ran back to the boy's room. For part 2 of the story, leave your like.
Get this helmet item, we must go to this game here. Once inside, follow me to the breakdance minigame. Let's choose the green option. Now look at these 2 squares, so you can see up to what number we need to take them. And if you see that it goes fast, it is because I've put it in fast motion, but it is actually simpler than it seems. When this square is over 100, and this other one over 6,000, you can exit the minigame. Once you're out, go back in. Choose the blue option. Again, look at the amount up to which we must take in these 2 squares here. This one here should be over 4,000 and this one here over 20, and then we can leave. Let's go back in, but choose the red option this time. Look carefully at the boxes. Here it should be over 500, and here over 10, and we leave just like before. Now we go to the minigame called BMX Racing, and we need to choose the last option. I recommend you go over the same ramps as me, and do it in the same order as me. I will leave it in normal camera without putting it in fast camera, so you can see which ramps you should go over, and which ones you should not. Basically, you have to do the 3 laps, going through the ramps that I'm going through, and this has to be done in less than this time. As I said, I won't put the video in fast motion, but I'll leave in normal speed in this part, so that you can see carefully where to go and where not to. Finally, we go to the parkour minigame, and we choose the last option. Once inside, it doesn't matter how long you finish it, just focus on passing the 3 levels, no matter how long you finish it. Let's enter this game. Once in the game, follow me over here. And just claim the item over here. Now let's enter this game. Once in the game, follow me over here. Once you're here, just claim the item like this. Now let's enter this game. In order to get the item, we just need to answer those questions. Just answer the same as me. For every lock we unlock is a free item, so you better unlock everything like I do. Let's enter this game. Once in the game, we must choose this hero to do the tasks. These are the tasks that we must complete. You also must like the game and follow their group. Now let's enter this game. Once in the game, follow me now. First, we have to get coins from the game, the coins with the letter B on it. In this spot you will be able to sell drinks, and for each drink that you sell, you will get 10 coins. When we have enough coins, let's go to the following place. Once you get here, you will be able to buy any of those items with the coins that you were able to get by selling drinks before. Let's enter this game. Once in the game, follow me. So you can get the following item from this game, you will have to complete this OB. Let's enter this game. Once in the game, we have to press here, and then you need to put the following code. You have to write it down the same way as me. Let's enter this game. Just by getting into the game, you will get the first item. You guys will get the other item by getting out of the game and getting back in. And for the next item, you have to get to the Roblox logo. I'm not getting the message that says that I got the item, because I already have them. Now for the other item, you have to find 4 pieces around the map. Follow me so you can see where they are. Let's enter this game. To get the items from this game, you have to collect some pink balls. We can get them by dancing on this area, and by the way it will just let us dance here 20 times per day. And if you dance with a friend you will get 15 pink balls instead of 5. Another way to get the pink balls is by making that one of your friends join to you 10 times. As soon as you stand on the blue circle, a list with your friends will comes up, so you can make them join to you. When you already have enough pink balls you will be able to get any of these items.